Hi, it's Andy, and today I'm coming to you with my December TBR. Can you believe it's December already? It seems like this year has just gone by in a flash. Like truly, this year has just gotten away from me. So this month, the month of December, I'll be participating in 2 readathons. The first one is Christmathon, I can never say it properly, run by Bookish Gems and Silky. I will put all the information for the announcement videos in the description. They will be releasing their prompts as they go, and they're not all bookish prompts. So there's going to be like self-care prompts, Christmassy theme prompts, like watch a Christmas movie or things like that. Plus some bookish prompts that they're popping in at the start so we can get rolling with the reading. The second readathon I'm taking part in is actually the reindeer readathon, and I've got my little graphics here. I've printed them off so I can put them in my bullet journal. This year I am on team stocking, and the reindeer readathon is done every year, and it's hosted by Eric, and I will pop his details down below as well. And basically it is a reindeer themed readathon. So you're put into teams. There's Team Mistletoe, Snowflake, Nutcracker, Stocking and Candy Cane. I am in team stocking this year, like I said, and there are prompts for each of the reindeers. So you've got Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and of course Rudolph. So I've got a book for each prompt on this list, and I'll go through that in a minute. First of all, I just want to say one of the first books I will be reading is the Clanlands Almanac. This is the book that I've been reading all year. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but it has been on my TBR from January, and as it's an almanac, it goes by months, so there's a January, February, March, da 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 da. So my last section is the December section, and I've been keeping up with reading this every month, and that has been my year project, and I'm so proud that I've managed to do this. So many times I've been like, I can just finish it, but no, I wanted to do it so that I was reading it every month. And I'm now on to the last section, so that will be the first thing I pick up in December. So on to the reindeer readathon. I have the prompts here because I cannot remember them off the top of my head. So our first prompt is for Dasher, and that is finish a series or pick up a book that you started and put down. If neither of these apply, a short story or novella. So the first thing I'll be reading for that prompt is If Only by Melanie Murphy. I picked this up a while ago and just wasn't in the mood, so I put it down. So this is perfect for this prompt. Melanie Murphy is a YouTuber, and she does a lot of like lifestyle stuff, a lot of educational, sex education, that sort of thing. I'll again link everybody down below. And this is her first work of fiction. She did Fully Functioning Human Almost, which is more like a reflective advice kind of non-fiction. This is a fully fictional novel. It's about a main character, Erin, who is about to turn 30, and she realises that her life is not where she wants it. And I believe there's some sort of little bits of magic in here. Her grandmother gives her a locket, which is a magical family heirloom, and it allows her to see her what ifs. So it's like, what if I did this instead of this? Like kind of like sliding doors almost. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand. If you've not, I can't think of a better way to describe it. But yeah, basically, it allows her to see what would have happened if she'd changed decisions. So kind of like the Midnight Library, but she doesn't have to die. But yeah, so this sounds like a great concept. I was just really not in the mood for reading it at the time. I think I was in a slump, and I've just not gravitated towards it since then. But this works in really, really perfectly for this prompt, and it's one of the older books now on my TBR, so I really, really want to pick it up. The next prompt is Dancer, a book with a cursive, flowy, elegant font on the cover. So I will be using this book, which is Meet Me in London. I picked up Meet Me in Hawaii, which turns out is the second book, not the first book in this companion series. So Meet Me in London is the first one. It is on Kindle Unlimited for free, so I've already downloaded that, and I'll be reading that in November, so that I can then get to Meet Me in Hawaii. But this also has that nice cursive script, so I'll be using that for this prompt. I'm not going to try and read both. I might, but this is going to be the priority. I don't actually know what it's about. Like I said, I picked up Meet Me in Hawaii, but I believe it's just like companion contemporary romance novels. Meet Me in Hawaii seemed like a really fun read, so I'm assuming Meet Me in London is going to be similar. I literally have not looked at the synopsis for this. I'm going in on a wing and a prayer. Prompt number 3 is for Prancer, and that is a book with your favourite season on the cover, or the book cover has colours from your favourite season on it. For this, I've picked up Walking on Sunshine by Giovanna Fletcher. This to me just screams summer. You can't argue that that screams summer, and summer is my favourite season. I love the sun, I love the heat. I need the heat. Like, I'm like a lizard. Give me the heat, give me all the heat. I love it. So yeah, my favourite is summer. Very summer. I mean, Walking on Sunshine. Again, I'm not entirely sure what this is about, but this is the newest fiction that Giovanna has written. I have read all the others. I've loved all the others, so I'm happy to go in to this knowing absolutely nothing. It's going to be a rom-com. You know, it's going to be good because, like, this is what, our 6th book or something? It's just, I love Giovanna's writing, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. The next one is Vixen, a book you want to read but think it might be overhyped. For this, I've chosen The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. I actually have 2 copies of this. I have this shiny cover, and I also have the sort of alternate coloured sprayed edged version, which is on my shelves and is beautiful. And this is going to be my reading version, and the other one will be my keeping version, as it were. So this is about a set of twins who are, I don't know if they're just light skinned black or if they're mixed race, but they are on that cusp where one decides to pass as white and one decides to pass as black. They're from a black community, so one wants to get out of the community and one wants to stay within the community, and basically they live their lives as these 2 separate individuals and then come back together for something, and the reality for the twin that is passing is white, and has married a white husband, has white children, that sort of life that she's made for herself being sort of, what's the word, being met with the life that she has been hiding from them, basically. The reason I think this is overhyped is not because I don't think it's going to be a fantastic book. I think it's going to be a brilliant book. All I've seen is good things about it, which is the hype. But because of that hype, I'm now scared to read it, because if I don't like it, I'm going to feel awful. It's one of those ones as well where it's not my experience, so there's no way that I can directly connect with this. It's set in the American South. It is a cast of black characters. Nothing in this from the outset I can relate to, so it is going to come down to the storytelling and the writing style for me, which, as far as I understand, is fantastic anyway. So I'm really hoping this lives up to the hype, because I have 2 copies and I'm really, really looking forward to it. The next prompt is for Comet, which is a book with an astronomical word in the title. It's like sun, moon, star, etc. And it's happening. I'm putting it on my TBR again, and this month I really think I'll get to it. And that is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This was meant to be a book that I did for a book club a while ago and didn't get to. And then I just kept putting it on subsequent TBRs and not getting to it. So I decided to pick this one up because obviously planet being a astronomical word, I can't speak today. Planet being an astronomical word fits in perfectly with this prompt, and again I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and I'm scared to read it now, and I've got all of them. I've got the whole series, so I really need to at least start it. Next prompt is for Cupid, and that is a book with your favourite trope in it. So for that, I'm going to read Last Night by Fanny McFarlane. This is the trope of friends to lovers, and it's basically says on the front, 2 best friends, one mischance, a night that changes everything. That alone drew me in. It is a rom-com. It is a second chance? I don't know if it's a second chance romance or not, but it's certainly I believe they have a one night stand and sort of realise they have feelings for each other, but then there's something else going on in the background, and it's Friends to Lovers trope. So yeah, Friends to Lovers trope is one of my favourite tropes, and I'm really excited to get to this. That's all I really know about it. I've been really getting a lot more into my sort of rom-com, contemporary romance books, so I'm hoping that it's the right time for me to read this, because I was really looking forward to this and then for some reason just didn't pick it up. Story of all our lives, I know. The next prompt is for Donna, and that is a book that you want to read but are not a fan of the cover. I'm really fussy about covers, so that one was pretty easy. So I decided to go for The Dating Game by Sandy Barker. Again, this is, I just think this is a really ugly cover. It's like the Book Lovers cover for the US. I hate these covers. I don't know why. I just really hate these covers. I can't remember what this is about either. I know what, again, it's another rom-com, you know, contemporary romance. I think it's a fake dating, maybe? I'm not sure. So again, I'm into my sort of rom-com contemporary romance at the moment, so add this to the TBR. Can't go wrong, hopefully. But yeah, so hopefully I'll enjoy it and let you know more at the wrap-up. The next prompt is Blitzen. Use a random number generator to find a number between 0 and 9 and find a book that ends on that page number. So I had to do this a couple of times because I had nothing on my TBR that actually fit for the first number. So then I got the next one, which is 5, and for that I chose Our Lady of Mysterious Ailments by T.L. Huchu. This is the second book to the Library of the Dead. I don't know if this is a duology or if it is going to be more, but this is the next one. I really enjoy Library of the Dead, so I'm certain to enjoy this. Basically, Ropa is a ghost speaker of some kind. She lives in this sort of dystopian Edinburgh, and her background, I can't remember what the background is. Her background allows her to speak to ghosts. Our grandmother can do the same thing and taught her how to do it, and what she does is she passes on messages from loved ones who have passed, and she's paid by the family to do so. So that's how she makes her way in the world, and then she stumbles across this ghost who comes to her and says that her child is missing and asks Ropa to help her find him. She then discovers there's this whole other thing going on, and this is the sort of second one where she's figuring out what's going on and hopefully manages to help, you know, the kids that are going missing. And the last prompt is none other than Rudolph, and that is start a new series. For this again, I'm picking up something that has been on here for a while, and that is The Keening by Margaret Pinard. I was watching a live with Margaret and actually speaking to her about these books. So I'd read The Visitors, which had been on my TBR for ages, and she said, well, if you like that, you'll like my book. So this is basically sort of set in Scottish Islands or Highlands. It's a historical fiction, and there's a little bit of magic ingrained in there, which all right up my alley. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is the first in the Remnants Chronicles. It is, as you can see, it's an indie published book, and I'm really hoping that I enjoy this and I'll have another new series that I like. I love reading books that are set in Scotland. We are getting more and more of them nowadays that are set in Scotland, so I'm really happy about this, and I cannot wait to get into it, and hope I really enjoy it. So that is my last TBR of the year. Can you believe it? I've managed to successfully do a TBR every month for the year and pretty much stick to it. My reading this year has been fantastic. I might do a wrap-up video of like everything that I've done, every book that I've read, stats, things like that, but we'll see. I'm just really pleased that we got to December. This is a really nice, easy TBR, and I will probably add more to that as I go. Yeah, I'm really excited about what next year has to show us, but we have to get through December first, so wish me luck in my TBR, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!